So my name is Lene Tuiatua and I'm General Manager for Managed Services. And I ended up here at MOQ when a recruiter reached out to me because I guess he was looking for really talented people. That's a joke. Okay. I did my homework. So, this is quite serious. It's a serious change. Where I was very comfortable. But I did my homework. I even looked at the ever reliable Glassdoor reviews because it's quite honest. You can hide behind the fact that your name, you could hide behind a name, but give an honest review. And I checked it out, and MOQ is actually really highly rated. I think it had something like for interviews it was 100%. So if that's the front door and everyone likes the front door, then it's a really good start. It was green ticks across recommendations and positive outlook. And then of course I knew some people that worked here, so I figured if some people that I trusted work here, then that says a lot about the environment. And I did my homework, and there was a lot to like about MOQ. There's just a lot of freedom to work with a lot of support, and it's understanding your role. I think that's really important because it's all about a team. As long as you know what everyone's doing, everyone can be successful, and that's what we try and encourage here, is being really clear what your role is and having the support and understanding what success looks like. We're looking for people who, even though we're a technology company, we really need people who can communicate with people, especially with our clients. So we need people with a technical mind but soft skills. And so we're looking for people who can communicate well, who have soft skills and can be trusted, are accountable, responsible, but really enjoy what they're doing. I would, always encourage people to make sure they're really happy with what they do, and if they're not, then do something else. Before I joined MOQ, I didn't know too much about MOQ. MOQ, when I looked under the covers and then I joined the organisation, has so much to offer. I specifically look after managed services, but it's not your traditional managed services of just service desk and infrastructure. It's much more than that. We've got a huge team around database support, but we've also got a growing application support team. So these are the things that are a lot closer and mean a lot more to our customers, what they're experiencing rather than what's happened behind the scenes. So there's so much more to MOQ, and I'm just talking about managed services. So consulting, professional services, cybersecurity, everything happens in the Azure cloud. We are end-to-end IT provider. I'm very careful because most of my jokes get me in trouble. I play golf and I live off a golf course, and people will say to me, what's your handicap? And I often say it's my wife. See, I get myself in trouble. Yeah. So I hope my wife doesn't see this,
So I wanted to tell a funny story because I don't know if you remember this, but when you first came in to be interviewed, and I was the last interview, and you were beautifully presented, you had tie on, which is very unusual at MOQ. We don't do ties much. And the first 10 or 15 minutes, you were very, very serious. And I was thinking about the team in managed services, thinking, you've got to have a pretty good sense of humour to work in our managed services area. And so at some point I just looked over and I said, what makes you laugh? And do you remember what your answer was?
No, I don't remember.
You said to me, well, I've got 7 children, so basically any fart joke. And I thought, you're hired. because I have 2 boys too. But it was at that moment when you cracked up, relaxed, and then the rest of the interview went really fun. But I was thinking at first, oh, he's quite uptight. I don't know, like you have to have a pretty good sense of humour to run. So in hindsight, do you think you have to have a pretty good sense of humour to do your job?
Absolutely. Can't take things personally. As long as, you're going out there to do the right thing and to do the best that you can, MOQ can help you with the rest.